Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the series finale between the Seton Hall Pirates and your FAU Owls here from FAU Baseball Stadium in Boca Raton, Florida. It's a beautiful sunny day here as the Owls will gun for the sweep. And joining me here is Mark Papaleo. We will have video feed of the game. We'll flip the screen around, and you guys will be able to see the field today. So, Mark, FAU's won the first 2 out of 3 games. What do you think they need to do here today to wrap this up?
Again, they need to play better defense today. Last week, we were going for the sweep against UCF, and we saw a lot of errors, shooting themselves in the foot. So we'll see FAU today try to get a lot of runs and keep that fielding clean. And we got a good pitcher on the mound, Matt Sparling. We'll see where we go.
Absolutely, and I'm going to flip the screen around. And for the people that I know watching this, just let me know if we got a good camera angle here. All right, so there we go. Matt Sparling, the left-handed pitcher, on the mound for FAU. The first pitch of the day to Jerry Huntsinger is high and away. Oh, actually, he called it a strike, 0-1, yeah. Late strike.
Here's that velocity again, Matt Sparling.
The 0-1, breaking pitch for a strike again. So this umpire is a bit of a delayed strike call. But the lineup for the Pirates, leading off and catching, I guess, Jerry Huntsinger. He's been playing right field all the other games. Batting second and playing center field, Tyler Shedler-McAvoy. Batting third and playing third, Matt Toke. Cleaning up and DHing, Staus Prokrovsky. The shortstop, Steve Grober, will hit fifth. Batting sixth and playing first base, Thomas Holdorf. Will Gale, the left fielder, will hit seventh. Batting eighth and playing second base, Dane Hoggard. And then Jace Baki, the right fielder, will hit ninth. So FAU with a little bit of a different defensive alignment today. Bobby Morganson receiving the day off today as that pitch is high, 2-2. So that defensive alignment, you have Hardigan, Wenstrom, and Castillo left to right. Third to first, it's Murray, Alvarez, Lowe, and Shanuel. Tony behind the plate, and Sparling on the mound. And that is taken for strike 3. And we got one away as Shedler-McAvoy will step up to the plate.
Great start for Sparling here.
Yeah, no, that's we're about to speak. We got that ringing bell. Thanks, FAU. First pitch of this at bat is low and in, 1-0. And yeah, yesterday FAU won 17-14. And FAU, they were up 9-0, and then in the bottom half of that inning, Seton Hall ties the game. They score 9 runs in a single inning to tie it 9-9. You don't see that a lot, but then Hunter Cooley came in, pitched a pretty immaculate 5 innings. I think he gave up no runs, 1 run, something like that. He was great, but then the FAU pitching blew up again in that 9th inning. FAU brought in 2 freshmen, Del Prado and Drumheller. They came in. Kind of struggled a little bit. They're freshmen. You can't really blame them. They're trying to get their footing in. But overall, that pitching staff for FAU is a bit concerning as that's grounded to low. He dives, but it gets past him for a base hit. So Seton Hall picks up their first hit of the afternoon. Third baseman, number 30. So Matt Toke was at first base for the first 2 games of the series. Now he's over at the hot corner as Casey Dana, who's been cleaning up for them. He gets the day off. And the first pitch of the at-bat is in there for a strike. And a pickoff attempt over to first. Time. Very windy here at FAU today. It makes it a little bit better for us.
Yeah, definitely. Papers flying around, better than the sun beating down on your head.
Yeah, I came back from last week's game like a lobster. All 2-0. And sorry for the inconvenience. Colby Guy is grabbing his papers. And 1-1. Breaking pitch just a little bit high, 2-1. And FAU fans starting to come in a little bit. This is the fifth home game for the Owls and the fifth sellout. So it's great to see.
Best show on campus.
And the 2-1 fouled away. Last night, there was a foul ball hit the press box window right behind us. We're just saying, what does it take to add 5 feet of netting and extending it?
A little more tuition money. Little more tuition money. That's what it'll take.
Count 2-2 with 1 out. Runner on first. In the top of the first. The 2-2, and he checks over again at first. So Nolan Shanuel last night, 2 3-run home runs. I mean, he's been, incredible. There's really no other way to say it. 464 average, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. He was the Conference USA player last week. I mean, who knows? He might be it again. The 2-2, taken for a ball, throw by Tony to second. It's going to be a stolen base for Huntsinger.
Going back to Shanuel, he's got to be in the running for Conference USA.
Excuse me. Stolen for Shanuel. What were you saying?
Shanuel has to be in the running for Conference Player of the Year, freshman, right? For Conference USA.
Oh, I would. He has to be.
He's batting 464 right now. He's swinging the bat well. He's playing first. He's fielding. He's doing a great job as of now, and I can only see him getting better as the year goes on.
Count now full with 1 out. Runner in scoring position at second base. The pitch from Sparling, and that's lined into right field for a base hit. Rounding third and coming home is Shedler McAvoy, and the throw from Castillo is cut off by Shanuel, and now they throw to first with Toke leading off of first, and a heads-up play by Castillo. Shanuel cutting it off, able to tag Toke leading off first, but it's still an RBI single for him, and the Pirates will take a 1-0 lead.
Great heads-up play by the field in there. You get the base hit for the run, but you get 2 outs while you're doing it. So.
And we were just talking about Shanuel's offense. Look at that defense.
Stud out there.
And taken for a strike to Staus Prokrovsky. He's been coming in the game as a pinch hitter against left-handed pitchers, but now with the left-handed starting pitcher on the mound, he is starting today, and he foul tips that one. It's 0-2.
Look at that off speed here to get him reaching, or do you go right at him with a fastball?
I'm going at him with a fastball here. I go high fastball. The 0-2, and it looks like he does. So that's sky to center field. Wenstrom's got to back up a little bit. Wind blowing in all sorts of directions. He'll get under that next to the American flag for the final out of the top half of the first inning. And we'll be right back here on this live stream of FAU Owl Radio and YouTube. I'm Jacob Brown. That's Mark Papaleo. We'll be right back.
Sorry about that.
All right, so we are back here in the bottom of the first inning. I'm Jacob Brown, joined here with Mark Papaleo in this series finale versus the Seton Hall Pirates. FAU trying to get the sweep today. They've already won the series. And Alvarez, as usual, leading it off here for the Owls against pitcher Cole Patton. And a pitch just outside, 1-0.
Will Freer looking to get that batting average up, sitting at 259 right now. Hopefully he can get some at-bats and get some hits in this game.
The 1-0. And that is into left field and caught by Gale, who was positioned pretty well for that one.
Good contact, hit it in the right spot, just didn't fall in time.
Yeah, and with him, it's sometimes with contact hitters, that average is a little misleading. Sometimes they just hit it right at people.
Yeah.
But BJ Murray, he's really rebounded. Now hitting .308 with 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, .455 on base. And he'll take a strike. He steps in at the left side against the right-handed pitcher. And taken inside by Murray, 1-2. Not as many scouts here as there were last week.
We got a couple speed guns today, but UCF was here last week, so that must have been a huge reason.
1-2. And just outside again, 2-2. This umpire's got a pretty tight strike zone.
Yes, he does.
I prefer that, as long as it's consistent if you're calling legitimate balls and strikes. Last few days, we've had inconsistent strike zones. The 2-2, and that's Sky to left center. And Shedler McAvoy gets under it for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Mr. Shanuel.
Quick 2 outs. Hopefully Shanuel can get on base, get in the scoring position, maybe hit a home run here. That'd be awesome.
Does it look good? And that is line to right field. And a nice run catch as Hunsinger falls down, making the play. It'll end the inning, but Shanuel again hitting it on a line.
Quick inning for Cole Patton here. 1, 2, 3. As the Pirates look to add another run to their tally.
And that's good for Seton Hall, too. They used a lot of pitchers yesterday. I think all but 2 of their bullpen guys were used. So we'll be right back here on FAU Radio and YouTube for the top half of the second. Back here in the top of the second, that ball popped up on the infield. Sam Lowe gets under it for the first out. And that was Steve Grover, the switch-hitting shortstop. So 1 pitch, 1 out for FAU. And Thomas Holdorf steps in, and he's getting the start against the lefty today. He has not really been seeing ABs against the lefties this weekend. But getting one in there today. And that might have something to do with Alex Clyde being out of the lineup as he takes a strike. Alex Clyde pulled up with a hamstring injury last night, running to first base. Count 0-1 here with one out. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the pitch outside. One, two, fouled off of Holdorf's ankle. And it's interesting. I mean, we don't know if it's injury related. I'm assuming it's not, as Holdorf swings and misses strike 3 to fastball up and away. But Morganton's usually in there every day. And maybe they're thinking, we already won the series. We're playing UF on Tuesday. Give him a day off here. But at the same time, everyone else is starting. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's not an injury there for Morganton.
Hopefully it's just a well-deserved day off.
And that ball line foul behind us. There's some gray rain clouds coming in on the first base side above us, so we're hoping we don't get any rain in here. The 0-1, fouled away on the ground. Picking up again. That ball grounded on the ground is short. Alvarez charges, throws to first. Nice play.
1, 2, 3.
For the out. Yeah, another 1-2-3 inning for FAU. And that'll bring us to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back here on FAU All Radio. Mitch Hardigan, the cleanup hitter today, steps up to the plate to lead off the second inning. And he'll take a strike. Hardigan went yard yesterday. So he's hitting 400 with a home run and 4 RBIs on the season, 429 on base. And that pitch low. The one grounded to second base. Hoggard throws to first. Throws it there on time.
A lot of quick outs today.
Yes, seriously. I mean, From the bottom of the second, it's 12-18.
20 minutes in, we got one run on the board. Second inning. Gotta love a quick baseball game.
Nicholas Toney steps in here. Sat yesterday, day game after a night game. Struggling a little bit, but he's only had 10 at-bats, and that one hit was a home run. And he'll foul that ball away. He's also getting on base at a 429 clip, so the hits might not necessarily be there, but he is certainly productive, right?
He had that big 3-run home run last week against UCF. That was most of their offense for a majority of the game.
It was. And now we have the trainer for Seton Hall coming to check up on the catcher. He's grabbing his forearm.
Had a lot of that last week for Tony as well.
Did you see what happened? I mean, was it a foul tip?
I don't know. I really didn't see it hit him.
And yeah, he's hunched over. We hope he's okay.
Hate to see this so early on in the season and so early on in the ball game.
Yeah, it's looking like he keeps bending that elbow, bringing it up and down. It looks like an elbow or a forearm.
Let's go down to our guy, Colby. Colby, what did you see down there? Yeah, the catcher got hurt. You didn't see it? The catcher. All right, well, Colby's got nothing for us, guys.
Yeah, no. Nicholas Toney talking to the catcher there. He's like, man.
Been there, done that. I don't know.
And the 0-1. That's a ball, 1-1.
Good eye.
I'm liking the strike zone so far. He's calling a legit.
Very consistent. That's all I ask about strike zones. Every umpire has, their preference. That ball skied to center field. Every umpire has their preference in the strike zone, but as long as they keep it consistent, calling the same for both teams.
Exactly. And there were cases last night where some high fastballs were called balls, some of them called strikes. And as a hitter, you're sitting there like, do I have to swing at every high fastball now? So that's where it changes at bats.
It definitely changes your approach when you come into the plate. So we'll see if he keeps it as consistent as he's been.
So Jared DeSantolo steps in here. He's been an RBI machine lately. He's got 3 RBIs on the season, hitting .250. As that's a line right to the second baseman, Hoggard.
They are seeing this pitcher well. They're just hitting it right at fielders.
Yes, and we talk about this. FAU usually, second time through the order, that's when they start to strike. And we'll see if that happens today. 2 innings are over already. We're going to the top of the third. We'll be right back. We're back at the top of the third. A strike dealt a little bit inside. to Dane Hoggard, who just made that line drive catch to end the inning. Sparling deals the 0-1. Down low, 1-1. I'm telling you, man, like every pitcher this series, they get the ball, they're ready immediately.
Yeah. They've looked good.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
No wasting time between pitches. Get up there, get set, let it rip.
Keeps that tempo up.
Yeah.
The 1-2. Up and away, 2-2. And this is pure speculation, but their team bus, I think, is parked in the parking lot and it's running. And maybe you're thinking they want to get out of here. Maybe they got to catch a plane after. That does happen. We had that situation last year. That's line right at Sparling. Oh, man. And they'll throw to first and still get him out. That was a line drive right at Sparling. Looks like it hit his glove, and then he falls back.
He fell back kind of awkwardly there. Could be a leg injury.
Oh, man.
Great reaction. I just came down that leg wrong.
Yeah, he's
hurt.
Yeah. And that ball was hit hard. And that's one of those situations I do not understand why they use aluminum bats for people at this age. I mean, that ball is scorching right at your head. I mean, wood bats, it's 100+ miles per hour.
Yeah. As we see guys going and running to the bullpen to get ready. Start throwing. Hopefully it's nothing serious. See him get up and walking. Putting some weight on that leg. Looks like he's going to try to shake it off. Matt Sparling, definition of grit.
And we'll see how he does, because that's his landing leg, and that's really important. You were right, Mark. I mean, the way he fell back
did not look good.
Yeah, he's flexing that leg. It looks like it's still bothering him a little bit.
Another hard hit ball right to a fielder. It's been the story of today's game.
Look, pretty much 100% there.
Yeah.
He's going to stay in here. FAU crowd giving him some claps.
Great heart by Sparling here to stay in and brush that one off.
100%. And they still got the out. I mean, heads up play. I mean, I wasn't really paying attention, quite frankly, because I was
heads up to the batter, stopping to see if he was out or not. When he dropped the ball, he stopped in his tracks.
Yep.
It definitely gave us enough time to get that out at first.
So now Jace McKee steps in. 1-0.
Pitch outside for 2-0. Sparling, make it look like nothing ever happened just now.
Yeah, I mean, that control hasn't gone away at all.
2-1 count. First batter of the day with 3 balls. See what he comes at next. I'm looking for a fastball here.
Most likely. I mean, that's the pitch he's been locating the most, and there it is. But taking for ball 4, I guess.
That was a little question. A little low, I guess.
So Jerry Hunsinger in here for his second at bat, and within a half hour. that's a strike on the curveball. Count 0-1, 1 out, runner on first. Top of the third inning, 1-0 Pirates. Pitch from Sparling. Nice breaking pitch there.
Nasty breaking pitch there. Sparling most likely looking for that double play ball here. 1 out, man on first.
The 0-2
bounces in.
And Mark, we're both having phone troubles today. These Chargers, man. It's ridiculous.
Pain in the butt.
Mine's a 48, though. We should be good. Don't really use it during the game.
Nope.
So spring training starts today in the major leagues. You're wearing your Yankee hat today. We're both Yankee fans sitting here. It's a great day.
Great day.
That ball hitting a shallow right field, foul territory, and that's going to go into the lawn on the first base side.
Kids running after, even though they're going to have to give it right back to FAU athletics. Kind of a joke, if you ask me, to have to give the balls back. You know, it's a souvenir. I mean,
yeah, I don't know why they put that in place.
you go over Dick's Sporting Goods, get a bucket of balls for what, $60?
Yeah, don't tell me they don't got the finances. The 1-2, swing and a miss, foul tipped in the glove for strike 3. Shudler McAvoy steps in here. But yeah, I was saying earlier, that team bus is on right now. I mean, I'm looking at it. It's clearly on. And there was a team last year that they were playing really quickly because they had a plane to catch right at the Palm Beach airport right behind us. So, I mean, I'm just speculating, of course, but it could be that.
I mean, when it's a hot day like it is down in South Florida today, you got to keep that AC pumping in that bus.
That is for sure. We're getting that heat back, heading into March. It's the last day of February. And Seton Hall, I mean, they're coming up from up north. They're like, really? It's February 28th and it's this temperature?
Not used to it. Definitely better to play in this weather now than the cold up in New Jersey.
The 1-0, stolen base attempt, swing and a miss, but Tony drops it, but it's a foul ball. So
big swing there. He had home run written all over that ball in his head. A big swing. So almost swung out of his shoes.
You're Seton Hall, you're 1-3. You're trying your best to salvage a game, but they used all but 2 of their pitchers yesterday. It's going to be tough. Of course, Friday night they used a bunch of pitchers as well. 1-1, swing and a miss, strike 2. Tony drops it, and advancing to second is Baki. So the count now 1-2, 2 outs, top of the third. Runner on second base, 1-0 Pirates over the Owls. You're listening to this YouTube FAU Owl Radio live stream. My name's Jacob Brown, joined here with Mark Papaleo. And we'll be getting these games back on Owl Radio soon. We have that technology coming in. It's being delivered as we speak.
Comrade?
We're actually, from what I understand, we're getting 2 tablets with headsets.
Awesome.
So some nice stuff that we're getting. We're very thankful for that. Tony going out there to talk with Sparling, and I feel like in these last 2 pitches, Tony's had a little bit of a difficult time reining those in. Maybe it's some miscommunication out there. They're like, hey, let's get on the same page.
Well, that first one was, I think, foul tipped, and the second one, no excuse to really drop it. We've seen drop balls be a problem for Tony in the past. Hopefully, he can get his bearings together and finish this inning.
And that's strike 3, ends the inning. Fastball right down the middle. That'll end the inning.
Tony must have just went up there and said, hey, throw that ball right down Broadway as hard as you can, and that's exactly what he did. Caught him looking.
100%. And that'll end the top of the third. We're going to the bottom half in just a second. We'll be right back.
Oh, Uzi.
We're back here for the bottom of the third. Sam Lowe in to step. Sam Lowe. And the first pitch to Lowe. It's taken.
Low.
Wow. Okay.
First pitch to low, taken low. Take 3 more of those bad boys.
1-0. Upstairs.
Patton looking for that strike zone.
He came in here with a 1.80 ERA. He's certainly pitching like that so far.
He is.
FAU has not had a hit yet in this game.
Matt Lowe had
Sam Lowe,
Sam Lowe. Sam Lowe had 3-0 in the count. I was talking about the Tampa Bay Rays there for a second.
Yeah, Brandon Lowe.
Brandon Lowe.
3-0. And that's ball 4. You called it, Mark. Keep speaking stuff into existence. Let's keep doing this.
All right. 2-run shot here?
Hey, there we go.
That'd be nice.
I'll take that.
Get some life into the stands.
Brings up Victor Castillo, getting his first start of the season. He's had 5 ABs this year with 1 hit, and that was last night. It was a rocket up the middle. Runner first, nobody out.
Look for the runner to be in motion here. Get a nice lead there at first.
Yeah, Sam Lowe's got a very, DJ LeMahieu type body out there. Kind of long and.
There he goes.
There we go. Yeah, stolen base.
Again. 2 for 2 of this inning with me.
Yeah, man. Castillo goes yard here. I might be thinking you got some information.
I might have to be a prophet if that happens. I think if I'm calling these things right, I'd be better at sports gambling.
Hey, no, you texted me this on a game. I'm like, are you out of your mind?
Been waiting for the Yankees all year.
1-0 and a strike. 1-1, nobody out. Man on second, that's Sam Lowe. Cole is going to deal to Victor Castillo here, the 1-1. And the dirt, 2-1. Lowe can't go anywhere.
Hunsinger did a good job of keeping that ball in front of him there, making sure he kept his eyes on second base, make sure he didn't go to third right there.
And the 2-1. And that's a base hit right where Grober wasn't. Lowe has to stop at third because of how close Will Gale was to shortstop. Nonetheless, it's a base hit for Castillo going the other way.
FAU looking to capitalize here with runner in scoring position, man on the corners, looking to tie this ball game up, maybe take the lead with a deep hit in the gap.
And here comes the pitching coach for Seton Hall. I don't know why. I mean, I get it. He gave up a hit and a walk, but
we're having a whole infield meeting here. Probably looking for a ground ball to go home on this. Double play ball is definitely in play still, but you're going to have to give up a run for that. Definitely just strategizing here.
And that was FAU's first hit of the day.
We're talking about Patton's ERAs at 180 right now. If you can squeeze these 2 runs in somehow, you already beat him in his own game.
Exactly. Your Wenstrom, you just got to lift that ball.
Yeah. Wenstrom is 4 RBIs in the year, looking at a 5th right here. Maybe a 6th, maybe a 7th.
He's certainly somebody who can hit for power. 2 homers on the season. Last season he had a few where he just wowed at some of his home runs. Ball's in the dirt, 1-0. We talked about it. It's like, why is this guy with all this power hitting 9th? I think McCormick, he's a bit of an old school type of coach. And he likes that second leadoff hitter type mentality. Wenstrom got 2 leadoff at-bats last night. So when you got a guy like that to start off an inning to where if he gets a hold of one, it's a home run. It's what you want.
Of course. Never hurts, huh?
The 1-0 outside 2-0.
Patton's staying away from him, it looks like here. Not giving him anything to drive.
It's probably the smart play. I mean, it's not that Alvarez is not a threat because he's a 300 hitter. But if you leave one out to Wenstrom, it's probably going in the seats. So Wilfredo, not necessarily a power guy.
Another miss there, 3-0 count. Trying to keep it low for that double play, I'm assuming here. You definitely don't want to load the bases up with no outs. Just missing his locations. There it is.
Ball 4.
Another 4-pitch walk is for Fritz.
And here will be that second time through the order.
Wilfredo definitely looking to take advantage of this poor location we've seen the inning by Patton.
So bases loaded, nobody out, bottom of the 3rd inning, 1-0 Pirates. The pitch is a ball, and he's having trouble locating.
5 straight.
Yeah, and if you're Alvarez here, just keep that bat on the shoulder unless something is just right there. BJ Murray on deck, FAU with 1 hit.
definitely in position to do some damage here.
1-0, a ball again, 2-0.
Seems to be uncharted territory for Patton this year again with that ERA 1.80. I mean, it doesn't seem he's been in this many jams this year.
The 2-0, 3-0. And what was that last start? How many walks did he have? 4? Yeah. So, yeah, he had 4 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 5 innings last time out. So it's definitely
a great outing for him.
Yeah.
Overheard one of the younger kids down there say, "Get this kid out of here." If we're FAU, we want this kid in here as of right now.
Yeah, keep him in, man. Better not have been an FAU fan that said that.
I hope not.
Sam Lowe on third.
FAU looking to get a run here with 1 hit in the inning.
Yeah.
That 1 hit was not a home run. So let's see.
Sam Lowe on third, Victor Castillo on second, Wenstrom at first. The pitch to Alvarez. And that's a strike. And kind of debatable there, but it's 3-1.
I think you got to take again here unless he goes right down the middle.
I mean, 3-1 though, base loaded, he probably has to. Oh,
there it is.
Well, and that's an RBI walk for Wilfredo Alvarez. It's 1-1.
One thing going for Wilfredo is that batting stance. You know, he's up on the plate.
Yeah.
Up tight on it. When you're a lefty hitter facing a righty, you're giving him nothing but the outside of the plate. So it's kind of hard to hit the strike zone there.
So now BJ Murray with the bases loaded. He's got a chance to blow this game open. And now Cole Patton going from full windup. And some pitchers do that with the bases loaded.
Again, bases loaded, no outs. BJ Murray at the plate, 1-1.
And a strike. And a breaking pitch taken just outside. This umpire isn't helping Patton out here.
No, he's not. Not doing him any favors.
1-1, nobody out, bases loaded. It's 1-1 here in Boca as the FAU Owls try to sweep the Seton Hall Pirates today. And the pitch to Murray. Take it for a strike, 1-2.
Look for BJ to swing here. There it is.
Swings one in the dirt. It's one of those pitches where as a hitter, you're like, I feel like I got to do something here. And you're thinking, oh, he's got to throw a strike here. And then it dips off the plate.
If you were Patton here, you don't want to see this kid in the box right now. No. Manuel having a hell of a year.
Especially after that line drive to right field in this first at bat.
15 RBIs on the season. Looking to add a couple more right here.
I mean, 893 slugging percentage, 500 on base. I mean, and when that first lineup came out, when the Owls were in Orlando to face the Knights on opening night, look at that lineup, you're like, wow, a freshman's hitting third? It's pretty high praise, and you could see why. I mean, he's come right in and been the best hitter in the lineup.
Yeah, he's definitely bought into this FAU program this year.
And the pitch to him. Taking fastball strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Grounded. First baseman throws home. They'll step on the bag and get the out. So a nice play by the first baseman Holdorf, getting the force out at home. And FAU will have another bases loaded chance here for Mitch Hardigan.
Mitch Hardigan, another hard-hitting.
Number 24, Mitchell Hardigan.
Hardigan batting 400 coming into this game today. Looking to get those RBIs up, only 4 on the year. Short season, though. Just started, so.
He's red hot. Hits the ball hard to all fields.
Friend of the program, Mitch Hardigan.
Pitch in the dirt.
That's going to score a run.
Coming home is Wenstrom. And a wild pitch will score a run. FAU takes the lead, 2-1.
The Pirates shooting themselves in the foot there, 1 out away from getting out of this bases loaded jam with only letting 1 across. And a wild pitch scores that second run.
So now it's runners on second and third with 2 outs. FAU leading 2-1. A base hit likely scores both runs. But having said that, the left fielder Will Gale is playing incredibly shallow.
Yes, he is.
The 1-0 and the dirt 2-0. Two 0, 3-0. And Nicholas Tony on deck with those catcher's pads on.
Stole words right out of my mouth.
Down the middle for a strike. You've been listening to this YouTube live stream of FAU Owl Radio's broadcast of the series finale between the Seton Hall Pirates and the FAU Owls. I'm Jacob Brown, joined here with Mark Papaleo. And the 3-1, Hardigan. Grounded foul.
Full count here for Hardigan. What do you think he's going to see here? Fastball or off speed?
I think probably fastball because he's not really locating, and when you're not locating as a pitcher, you probably just got to go with that fastball.
Try to put it past him.
Full count pitch. Fouled away, and that'll definitely go in the
headed
parking
right
lot.
for my truck.
I told you to park far away.
Listen, I don't want to walk that far, all right? It's a hot day. Can I keep it if it goes through my windshield? Can I keep the ball at least then?
Yeah, right.
All right.
Could at least give you that at that point. And that pitch blooped into left, and it's going to drop fair. Alvarez scores. Shandiwell scores. It's a 2-run bloop single to left for Hardigan. FAU takes a 4-1 lead.
Great piece of hit by Hardigan there. Way to stand there, 3-2 count. You drive it and group it in right there. Perfect spot for that base hit.
And now there's going to be a pitching change. It's been the issue of the whole series, man. I mean, this is now the third game in a row where Seton Hall pulls their guy a little bit too late. And we'll take a quick break here as they switch pitchers. New pitcher on for Seton Hall. It's Mark Anderson. He pitched yesterday. Hardigan on first after that 2-run bloop single. We talked about his RBIs. Now he's got 6 of them. Nicholas Tony at the plate. To center field. Hardigan's going to advance to third. And just like that, FAU's got a runner in scoring position again.
Hardigan looking good in the batter's box, looking good in the base pads. Great
And
awareness by Hardigan.
He's like a 10-tool player. I mean, he can pitch, and he's got 5 tools as a position player. The speed, the defense, hitting. He's got it all. Now Tony has a chance for an RBI.
No wrist bump.
Tony takes a strike. Pitch to Tony on 0-1. Upstairs 1-1. Two and one, 2 outs, man on third here in the bottom of the third. FAU's put up 4 as Tony skies that one to right field. Hunsinger going back, still going back, and he'll make the catch on the warning track. Oh, no, it's gone. Wow. Looked like Hunsinger caught that and then ended up going over the fence. A 2-run shot for Nicholas Tony, his 2nd home run of the year, and FAU goes up 6-1. Wow. So Nicholas Tony, and Mark just told me we were on mute for a second, but he told me he was just about to say, let's see if Tony can homer again. You're like literally a prophet today, Mark.
I wish I had said it so we had some proof, but I guess you're have to take me for my word on it. Well struck ball. The wind definitely helped carry that ball out.
Oh yeah, that was a wind home run. I mean, still well hit, but
still counts as a home run on the stat sheet.
Juan Santos, the big hat going.
FAU has broken this game open up 6-1, giving Matt Sparling some run support here. We'll see a long sit for Matt Sparling here.
Yeah, and that was the issue with Rivera last night. He sat for about an hour, and then, when he came back out, his control was gone. So it's tough, to sit down. You're in a rhythm, and then you got to come back out. Hopefully the cushion is big enough for the Owls and Sparling, the 1-2 in the dirt. And I'm telling you, FAU is one of the best teams I've seen, of all the teams FAU's played last year, this year. They lay off almost every pitch in the dirt. These guys don't chase. Everyone's got a great eye on this team.
Comes down to coaching, when you're preaching awareness at the plate, They looked really good when those balls are down low, and they're really not swinging and reaching at anything.
And that 2-2 just a bit outside, 3-2.
Letting those pitchers pitch. Not giving them anything easy, swinging out at bad pitches.
I mean, all these guys with their on-base percentages. Yeah. Count full. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. FAU with a 6th spot, and DeSantelo goes down for strike 3. But that'll do it. FAU put it on here in the bottom of the third, scoring 6 runs. And we'll be right back for the 4th inning here on YouTube and Owl Radio. And we're back for the top of the 4th inning. Matt Toke here to lead it off, playing third base today. Got a strike called to Matt Toke. And we'll see here if that layoff harms Sparling's rhythm like it did to Rivera yesterday. And that's another strike there. It doesn't seem like it so far. And BJ Murray, yeah, now they're shifting. So with 2 strikes, BJ Murray goes from third base to the right side of the infield, leaving Alvarez the only one on the left side. So a typical shift. The 0-2, just outside, 1-2. And shout out to John DiStefano listening to this game. He's been announcing ESPN Plus games for FAU basketball and women's basketball. It's been incredible to see. And love listening to your games, John, as Toke swings and misses for strike 3 on that breaking pitch.
Sparling, man. Sparling's looking really good today. He's got that fastball working. He's got that off-speed working. Another strikeout for him on the day.
So now Murray goes back to the left side of the infield. Normal infield positioning now. And Prokofsky, like I mentioned earlier, he's been just a pinch hitter against lefties. Now in the lineup against the lefty today. And a nice curveball there, but just a little inside, 1-0. The 1-0, swing and a miss.
Had the swinging early there.
Yeah, I mean, you come in with that fastball and then just movement just a little slower, throws you off.
Sparling, man, looking real good today. Can't say enough.
The 1-1, line foul into the lawn. And you missed it yesterday. That we saw a web gem quality play over there on foul territory. There was a fan. It was a line drive in the air. This guy catches it leaning back, bare hand, falls on his back. If that had been on video, man, that's on ESPN.
And he gave it back.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Work that hard for a catch like that. Right back to FAU Athletics that ball goes.
And the count 1-2 to Prokofsky. 1 out here, and he went. Check swing, strike 3 on a pitch high and away. It's 2 outs.
2 strikeouts, 2 outs this inning. Looking to strike out the side here for Sparling. Remember, this is only 1 inning after you've seen him take a nasty fall.
Right.
After trying to snag a ball right at him.
I mean, if I hadn't been watching that play, I would have had no idea. You would have had no clue that he almost got injured, and that ball is squibbed out to first base. Shanuel will take it himself, step on the bag, and that'll end the inning. Another quick inning for Sparling as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning here on FAU Owl Radio and YouTube. We'll be right back.
Get all the players.
We're here for the bottom of the fourth inning. Sam Lowe to lead it off. A new pitcher on the mound for Seton Hall. His name is Brennan O'Neill, a junior righty. Lowe shows bunt, pulls back, but it's still a strike, 0-1. And Mark Papaleo being a nice guy. Colby Guy's laptop. It's kind of exposed right now and might start to rain here in Boca. There's a lot of gray clouds over the stadium. As Lowe pops it up into right field territory. And yeah, it's going to end up foul. Yeah, that might have hit someone. But yeah, it's starting to drizzle a little bit. And even my laptop's getting wet here. Might have to back it up here, guys. Don't want it to get too wet. And if there's visual issues, I apologize. Just can't be ruining our stuff here. Yeah. The 1-2, low and away. And we should be fine the way we are, but yeah.
High swing and a miss. As Sam Lowe goes down swinging to start the inning. And the rain's gone. Welcome to South Florida.
Yeah, there we go. Move that laptop back up. I have this one too. Ooh. Could have given you this one.
You might have to use that one.
Yeah. We've got quite the iPhone charger drama here this game. Victor Castillo takes the ball upstairs, 1-0. And a strike to Castillo.
Those rain clouds passed real quick.
Yes, they did.
Something you love to see here in Boca Raton. Heads up. It's fouled back. Right over the backstop there. Kobe, put your laptop away and start the rain. There you go.
What a guy, Mark.
Class act all around, huh?
And full count pitch. Castillo drives it right center field. And getting under it is Baki for the second out. And I messed up before. That right fielder's name is Baki. Hunsinger had been playing right field every day. Today he's behind the plate. So got a little tongue-tied earlier. But now Jackson Wenstrom steps up here with 2 outs. And very odd box score for the Owls. They have 6 runs on 3 hits.
Take what you can get there. It's all about capitalizing up when the other team shoots themselves in the foot.
That pitch taken inside, 1-0. Foul back. One and one, 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th, it's 6-1 Owls over Seton Hall, going for the sweep today. I'm Jacob Brown with Mark Papaleo here on this YouTube live stream of an FAU Owl radio broadcast. Seton Hall 1-3 on the season, FAU 5-1. And the 2-1 is served out in the left field. Gale will get under it. Routine fly ball, and that'll end the inning. So we're through 4 here in Boca Raton. We'll be right back for the top half of the 5th inning. 6-1 Owls. And the first pitch to Thomas Holdorf is swung on and missed, 0-1 to start the top of the 5th inning. Matt Sparling's still out there.
Matt
Foul
Sparling
back.
dealing today.
Absolutely. I mean,
A lot of swing and misses on his fastball.
he's throwing hard. He's locating those off-speed pitches, getting these guys off balance today.
He's keeping himself out of trouble, keeping himself ahead in the count. I think we've seen him fall behind the count maybe once or twice today. 1 walk.
He's given up 2 hits.
Seton Hall's going to have to start swinging a lot more now, down by 5 runs.
And we saw it yesterday. This team come back. 1-2 up and away. FAU was up 9-0, and Seton Hall tied it in 1 inning to make it 9-9. Two-two. Foul back.
And another one of my trucks.
And it's interesting because with 2 strikes against Toke, the other lefty. They shifted. Not shifting here. Swung on a miss, strike 3 for the first out of the top of the 5th. And it'll bring up Will Gale. That ball is struck, and a leaping catch on a line drive by Sam Lowe.
You're going to miss the bat. Sorry, the camera keeps moving, trying to get the best angle for our viewers.
That one's hit. There we go. Perfect. The 0-2 upstairs. I mean, you blink and it's 2 outs.
Yeah. Sparling has been very efficient today.
1 and 2, 2 outs. Top of the 5th, nobody on. Will Gale at the plate against Matt Sparling here in the series finale. The pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts in the 5th.
I mean, it's getting a little ridiculous. It sounds like I'm starting to have a man crush on the guy. I've been talking about how well he's pitching today, but really can't say enough about it.
He's been incredibly efficient today, and he's given out the Owls exactly what they need. They need length today. Probably going to go at least 6 today.
I would think so.
Yeah, it's good stuff. So we'll be back for the bottom of the 5th in just a second. You're listening to Jacob Brown and Mark Papaleo on FAU All Radio and YouTube.
We know how spring training works. They'll score a million runs. We know.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 5th. Wilfredo Alvarez to lead it off. Upstairs, 1-0. And as Mark and I are talking about spring training, and I've heard these first few games for all the teams, they might be playing 7 innings. Just makes sense. I mean, spring training, once you get to 8 and 9, it's kind of like, it's all the bench players, minor leaguers, 40-man invites. And O'Neill's still on the mound for Seton Hall, the 2-0. Curveball for a ball. Alvarez lined out in his last at-bat, 3-0. Strike.
The Seton Hall pitching staff today not doing themselves any favors. Getting behind in counts, having to work their way back. That's just working his way back now, 3-2.
Now catching number 27, Colin Sheehan.
So Colin Sheehan takes over behind the plate, and Hunsinger out of the game, I guess. It's a big loss in that lineup. That ball is skied foul territory and foul. Three and two here in the bottom of the fifth. This game has flown by. I mean, we're at 1:20. This game's an hour and a half old. We're almost halfway through.
Foul ball. Alvarez trying to put a ball in play here.
Three, 2. Fastball low and in for ball 4.
FAU, third baseman, number 9, B.J. Murray.
Just a beautiful job to work that at bat if you're Alvarez. You know, all those foul balls, able to lay off those pitches just outside of the strike zone. That's what we mean about these FAU hitters. They know what pitches to swing at and which ones to not swing at. As Murray takes one and almost hit him. 1-0, high and in. This pitcher kind of throws probably 88 to 92 with that fastball. Breaking pitches kind of mediocre with that break. Ball down low, 2-0. He's got decent stuff, but he's been doing a nice job so far. And the pitching coach comes out. And, I just wanted to shout out Trey Mancini today in Major League Baseball. He was diagnosed with cancer before season last year, and he is in the lineup card today for the first Orioles spring training game. You love to see it.
We do love to see it. Trey Mancini is a great, right fielder. He's a great young player for the Orioles. You hate to see that, battle with cancer, but glad to see he was able to come through it.
And now a ball to Murray, 3-0. You're a pitching coach. You go out there, you're like, okay, buddy, calm down here, throw strikes. And then he throws another ball, and you're like, oh, boy. 3-0. That's ball 4. Brings up Nolan Shanuel.
Another RBI situation for Shanuel.
And he comes up, you get kind of giddy. It's like you're waiting for something to happen.
First baseman, Nolan Shanuel.
First pitch strike.
First pitch strike to Nolan Shanuel. And just the way he stands at the plate. We keep talking about this guy like he's the best guy in the world, but he stands there just so confident. He's like, hey, I'm going to get my pitch. I'm going to hit it. I mean, he almost stands like a big leaguer up there. And that ball is driven right center field, and it'll be caught by McKee almost at the warning track. Advancing to third is Alvarez. Nice base running there to get over to third, so it sets up either an RBI ground out, a sac fly. Beautiful play.
Good situational baseball there.
So now runners on the corners, 1 out, and Mitch Hardigan at the plate.
Hardigan came out with a big 2-out base hit last inning, and looking to get another base hit here, RBI. Right behind him, you got Nicholas Tony, who just went deep, last inning as well. So if you're this Pirates pitching staff, what are you thinking here?
Get something on the ground.
You got to get a double play here. These are two dangerous hitters for FAU.
First pitch. Oh, man. Line right over the crowd. And Hardigan had that bloop single to left field for 2 RBIs. Last at bat. The 0-1. And that is line to left field. And it's over Gale. Scoring is Alvarez. Murray rounding third. He's coming home. The relay throw to home. Not in time. It's over the catcher. And that's another 2 RBIs. This time a 2-run double for Mitch Hardigan. FAU up 8-1.
Mitch Hardigan, man. That's 4 RBIs for him today on 2 for 3, right? Third at bat, 2 for 3, 4 RBIs. You can't say enough about the kid.
Number 33, Seton, Tony.
So now Nicholas Tony homered in his last at bat. Up here with a man on second base.
I mean, stop us if you heard this before, but Tony in another RBI situation here. Time called by Tony.
And if you're wondering, I've had a few people text me, who's that guy sitting in front of you? He keeps getting up and down. It's Colby Guy. He called the game with me on Friday. He takes some videos for FAU Owl's Nest.
Busy guy.
Yeah, he gets up every few innings. He tells me every third inning he's up there, but it's been more than that today.
Yeah, we're working hard for his videos, his content today.
Count 1-1, 1 out with Hardigan on second base. 8-1 FAU here in the bottom of the fifth. You're listening to this YouTube live stream, FAU All Radio broadcast of this series finale. I'm Jacob Brown with Mark Papaleo here. Tony takes a strike. It's 1-2. Jared DeSantolo on deck. And the 1-2. High and away, 2-2. Nice take there by Tony.
Two here, look for the pitcher to come at him with a fastball.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Foul tipped into the catcher's glove for the second out of the inning, and it brings up Jared DeSantolo.
Now back for FAU, the designated hitter, number 19, Jared Castillo.
And then FAU bullpen pretty calm today. Nobody out there. Sparling's been really great today.
Dealing.
And there is some movement in that Pirates bullpen. The 0-1. Swung on a missed 0-2. The 0-2. Fouled away again. And one thing we haven't really seen of these Seton pitchers, they don't really try and get you inside. They like to kind of stay away. And same thing with UCF last weekend. It's interesting. These guys don't try to take advantage of that space on the plate. Sometimes pitchers like to back off the hitter, but Maybe they're worried, maybe my control's not in sync, might hit a guy. Count 1 and 2 with 2 outs. Hardigan on second base. And popped up. Toke will get under it, running for it, and he'll make the catch. He's just going to walk right into the dugout. He caught it right there. Yeah. And now we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 6th. FAU put on another 2 runs on a 2-run double by Mitch Hardigan. We'll be right back here on YouTube and FAU Owl Radio. Jace Pakui stepping in here to lead off the top of the 6th. I'm Jacob Brown, joined here with Mark Papaleo for this series finale. FAU looking for the sweep, and they're in pretty good standing to do so at the moment. 8-1.
Looking good here for the Owls.
Sparling ending last inning with 69 pitches, right where you want him to be. And a strike dealt in there 0-2, and he just keeps pounding that strike zone.
I mean, talk about FAU, we're 5-1 sitting right now. Looking like if all goes well today, we're going to be 6-1 with our sweep against Seton Hall.
Grounded, and that almost hit him again. Alvarez has to barehanded to throw it to first, and he almost got him. It was a nice play by Alvarez, but geez, Sparling, man, he's gotten 2 line drives right at him.
Yeah. As I was saying, the team's looking to be 6-1, and we've beaten the top 25 ranked UCF team in the series, and that team just beat number 1 ranked Ole Miss in the series.
Yeah.
So I mean, FAU looking to be ranked this week, no?
If they don't, it's honestly disrespect because, you go in opening series 2 out of 3, you beat a top 25 team, and then that team goes and beats the number 1 team in the country.
And you stay hot.
Right. And also, not to mention, Ole Miss hadn't lost in 20 straight games. So it's not just, they went in there and won a series. They almost won 20 straight.
Yeah.
So the count 1-0 to Sheehan, who's in the lineup for Huntsinger, who came out of the game. The 1-0. Curveball dropped in there for a strike. The 1-1. 1-2.
There's that curveball again.
And if you're thinking about pitchers that might be available after this inning, there's some guys that haven't pitched yet in this series. You have Bryson Allen, the junior. Jackson Vaskilis, Braden Ostrander, Jack Stroud, Dylan O'Connell, Evan Waterburst. So there's a lot of guys that haven't pitched. Drew Dwyer and Mark DiGiuseppe. He was a starter for us last year. That's called strike 3, and Sheehan has a problem with that one. But FAU, these final 3 innings, when you're up by this much, those are the types of guys you might be looking at coming in the game today.
Oh, what was that? Sparling again with another strikeout here.
Yeah, he is absolutely dealing today. And Shudler McAvoy back in there for this at-bat. And the pitch, a strike. Go to game stats.
And 1. 9 strikeouts today for Sparling.
Holy cow. That is impressive. I mean, we're not even through 6 innings yet. He might have 10. And, he came in with an ERA over 5. That ERA now at 3.48. The 1-1. Up and away, 2-1. Two and 1, runner on first, top of the 6th. FAU leads 8-1. And the 2-1. Swung on and missed in the dirt. Nice curveball there, bounced it up.
He's got these pitchers desperate right now. I mean, he's got these hitters desperate right now, swinging at anything. They're very desperate for runs.
And as a hitter, you're sitting there like, I want to be the guy that it's this 2-run shot, pulls us closer. Just got to chip away.
Is that fastball?
2-2.